I'm grateful for Councilman Hastings to bring a deeper perspective to the location of the soccer stadium, which is what is it for? Who does it benefit? Is it in the right place? Is it helping a community that needs the help? And with that, I'd love to turn this over to somebody who really watches every dime that is spent by Metro government, and I am grateful that he does, Councilman Glover.
And so then Councilman Hastings says, well, look, I've got property out here, and we've all come out here and we've looked at it. Well, not all of us, but several of us have. And we've looked and said, wow, it does make a lot of sense. And you know, quite frankly, this area needs an economic boost. And if it's going to do everything, think about this and bring it out here. Now, what they've said now is, oh, if we pull away from the fairgrounds, we're going to lose the entire deal. Okay, lose the deal. So, when Councilman Hastings says we have property, it makes sense, and we probably could work a deal to provide them land to do affordable housing. And so, therefore, you know, I am committed to help any way I can with Councilman Hastings. That's why he and I co-sponsored this bill. You know, I'm going to ask you to reach out to council members and ask them to support us looking at additional locations. North Nashville, right here, Metrocenter.
There are a lot of questions about this. And I don't want it to be rattled inside of something that is not true. The true thing is this. We want to look for economical boost for the Northwest Nashville community. How can we get it there? It has not been done in the past. I don't know if the prior council people or mayors have even looked this way, but I tell you what, for the last 60 years or so, you know, I heard even before me, but when I came, this community basically looks the same like it did before. We want to move our community into a better place. I can tell you this community needs restaurants. We need other things besides what we have here now. We're in a food desert. We're in a location to where we don't have the necessary things that we need. In order for you, individuals who live in this community, or in the area, the Bordeaux area, or the Haynes area, you have to drive all the way to the other side of town, or Rivergate, or whatever else. We deserve the economical boost the same way as everyone else. And we are working towards that. That is my job. That is what I was elected to do, and I'm going to continue to do that. But I am going to represent every individual that is in my community, from the smallest, from the youngest to the oldest. We cannot be the community that's thought about afterwards. This is not something that just came up. We have been looking, and it's not that the Fairgrounds group has kicked out and say they don't want it, so they're going to be kicked over here. They can go anywhere in the county, anywhere in the county. But what we are saying is we are demanding. It doesn't matter if it is. Let's say if the soccer team doesn't come, that doesn't stop my push to make sure that our community is represented in the right way. So I ask you, please continue to pray for us. Continue to pray for me. Councilman Scott Davis is coming through the doors right now. We work really hard to represent all of you guys. And we're doing it every day to make sure that all of you, every one of you, and I don't want to push it, and a lot of people sell a lot of wolf tickets. They call you and say, you know, they get ready to tear down the street, they get ready to stop building for this and doing that. That's not true. None of that is true. If you ever have any questions, considering if it's your kid's sports team or even the street that you live on, please reach out to one of us. We will be glad to answer your questions, and if we don't have the answer, we will be sure to get back in touch with you.
Thanks for everyone coming out today. Councilman Scott Davis, I represent Northeast Nashville. My district border is Councilman Hastings. We're your neighbors, we care about you. I'm all about equity. And I've said this a lot of times on the council floor. Councilman Glover may sometimes disagree with me, but he agrees with fairness. I have an issue. Now listen closely. I'm okay with giving 10 acres of land to a billionaire. But my problem comes when they won't let me give it to small business owners and hardworking men and women here in North Nashville. That's when I have an issue. And that's what we're looking at and what we want to do. And I'm all for, if we're going to give away land, why can't we give away to builders and small business owners and people that live in this community also? And that's where some of your members of your minority caucus have aligned themselves with some of the Republicans and conservatives on the council. Because if we're going to give it away to poor, why can't we give it away to people that live in our communities? It's only fair. And so I'm here to support you, Councilman. And what we have to understand right now, it's not politics. This is not Democrat and Republican. It's Nashvillians and elected officials trying to do what's right. And if we're going to give away 10 acres to a billionaire, and we can't give it away to brothers and sisters in your community, and everybody else's community, then I don't want to give it away to them. Because if I can't do anything for you, if you have a good business plan, Donovan, I want to be able to give you a couple acres also, 3 acres or so. And the same thing, I just want to do what's right. And on the council, we've done these sweetheart deals for big businesses. I want to do the sweetheart deal for the regular people.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the questions and answers part. We're going to have a microphone going around. We'd love to have input. This is where it begins at this point. Again, nothing's set in stone. This is the beginning of a conversation, and this is where we want to make sure our voices are heard. What are the cons to moving a Major League Soccer Stadium to Metrocenter? Please, let's be honest. Anyone? To reiterate, Councilman, I saw a hand up here. To reiterate, Councilman, it sounds like part of the plan would be to ensure that the youth are still able to play soccer in that area. Play football in that area. Thank you for your patience, ma'am.
Thank you. My name is Owens, and I'm in District 1. And my question is more relative to what's going on for our community participants in terms of traffic. So my question is relative to when I'm looking at from this area, and as I said, I'm in District 1, trying to get down Hartsville Highway, trying to come into this area from Metrocenter, in the mornings and in the afternoons, and sometimes even in the evenings, is horrendous. There, you could be going someplace that ordinarily might take you 10, 12 minutes to get to, it might take 30 to 40 minutes to get to because of the traffic. So when I think in terms of a facility, it sounds magnificent in this area, and I'm all for growth. My issue is only how do I get home, try to get home on Tuesday and get there for Wednesday because of the traffic.
Real quickly, I am running the House District 54. The reason why I mention that is because in my neighborhood, in my district, in parts of North Nashville, that I represent, as a councilman, I'm involved with TDOT and their decisions. TDOT and Public Works in my district, where Councilman Hastings and Councilman Glover's district work together. So what I would want, especially for your citizens in 2 and 1 and other parts of the area, is just like in my community meetings, bring TDOT involved when we're looking at the traffic plan. I get it, traffic's going to increase no matter where we go in Nashville. However, with good highway access, TDOT can make additional access points. TDOT can also help Public Works, just like the widening of Clarksville Heights, that they're finally putting money into place down. And by bringing in the state and the local Public Works Department, we can do more. And then we're not always taxing the metro dollars. And I'm a Little League fan, I'm a booster for the East Side of Wildcats. I'd love to talk to you more about that later, but more importantly right now, I know we're rivals, but I love all the Little League teams. But but by bringing the state and the local together, the state just brought in $3.7 billion budget. A lot of that's gone for T-Dot repairs too. And 3.2.7 billion. Okay, and a lot of some of that is good for T-Dot for repairs and traffic calming in this area, and also the widening of Clarksville Pike. And so bringing those funds together will help, mitigate traffic, mitigating more access, because you have great highway access up here too, which gives us an opportunity, to help break up some of that traffic.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Myron Smith. I'm the president of the Bordeaux Eagles organization. And my question is, were we really being considered? That's my next question. Were we really being considered to be a part of this process? Because the way I feel now, I don't feel like we were. Now, it is my understanding that you feel that this proposal of the stadium is going to bring revenue, businesses to the North Nashville area. How much of that revenue is going to reach the kids in this community, or things be implemented that they can benefit from, like a sports complex? And if it's not voted on to be out here and it's still put out at the fairgrounds, are you still going to do something for us out here?
It is my job to look out for anything within this facility, and also the whole city of Nashville. You are very, very important. It is not an afterthought to where we're looking at that. And if the soccer team doesn't come this way, yes, you are still thought about. That is a part of our conversation. We have more than enough space to make sure there's adequate amount of things, or adequate amount of space to where the team can still have a home.
Coach, don't make me run no laps, okay? I want you to stay where you are, and there's plenty of room.
You see the fairgrounds community. We all have concerns about what's going on with MLS, and listening to what's going on with the Eagles, I think what they're asking you is, will they have a better facility with lights and a concession stand? And I can tell you from the perspective of the fairgrounds supporters, and I'm gonna speak for all of them because I know all of them pretty well, that we'll help fight for that. That if this plan moves this direction, that we want this to be a community engagement plan and something that's better for the community.